record.
Hello.
There we go. We are recording. Now just to not forget that I'm recording at the end and corrupt the whole fucking file. And I know you can do that. I know you can do it, Dorbs. Yeah.
Good bit of software that.
So, Kyle, over to you.
So, last session, we had just entered this pocket dimension of mushrooms and crystals and things, and were immediately met by what looked like a pixie fairy thing, who gave us a staff with a crystal on it, and said she may or may not help, and kind of told us which path to walk down to go to where we were meant to go. And in finding Kisha's mother and sister, we were immediately deceived by almost falling off bridges and being separated by walls of fire and crystal monsters. Gil and Alessandra 2v2'd some of them. Ina got fucking pile-drived into a wall.
That's what
Fox,
she said. And it's there. Don't care what anyone says.
Little Fox got in on the action and stole one of Gil's kills. Which was noted. We continued to look for Bridget and Rosalie. We ran into the fairy again. Ina asked them about their mistress and if they were seelie or unseelie, to which they replied they were kind of above all of that. We continued along. We found this pit that seemed to have some kind of creature deep within it, or at least around in that area. We did find Kisha's family there, to which again the pixie confronted us and made us choose whether to free everybody in this pocket dimension, including the monster and the other people that were in there that we didn't see, as well as Kisha's family, or let them stay in there, to which Gil kind of forced a vote to be made. The majority decided that we were going to free them, and we were all freed. The party popped back up in the drug den, but Kisha's family was nowhere to be seen, so Gil and Les immediately ran off. And the others soon followed, except for Ina, who kind of pushed everybody out so she could have an interesting talking to the pixie that followed us there out of that pocket dimension, who did seem apologetic and things, but I think Ina put the fear of the gods in her.
As you do.
As you do. Eventually made it back to the house. Les took a detour trying to find the sister, assuming that she might have been at her house. Wasn't there, but either way, Kish was successfully reunited with her entire family. And while they were having that little reunion, everybody else got yoinked away to have a chit-chat with the gods.
No peace.
Yep, no peace. It seemed that they were still, some were seeming to be on our side, others were kind of on the fence still, and we were basically told the next place where we would kind of deal with all of this shit was Bearsburn in Thwaite. Gil didn't have a great reaction to that, but after that kind of decision was come to that was where we were going, we were yoinked back to the mansion. Les and Ina tried to talk to Gil. He just kind of ignored it. And Little Fox was outside. Ina went to talk to him, where they kind of had this interesting conversation about kind of the weight of the decisions and choices that we've made thus far. And after that discussion, I think everybody kind of went about whatever their evening business was in the mansion and turned in for the night.
Nope.
I think that's about as succinct as I can get.
Yeah, that was very well done. Very well done. You deserve a medal.
That means I don't have to do it next week.
Woo! Yeah,
That's all the medal I need.
Absolutely,
That's
that's all that matters. Okay, cool. So we are back where. Oh no, I'm not on the right screen. What else is going to go wrong today, eh?
Everything.
Where are we again? No. There we are, Millbrook. Okay, cool. So, is there anything else that anybody wants to patch up? Anything that anybody wants to do?
Nope.
Okie dokie.
Prayers and then sleep.
Prayers and then sleep. Okay. What's the prayer? Who's it to? What you doing?
Taman, just, maintaining his existence entirely by myself. But
Okay.
As you do.
yeah,
Cool. Anybody else?
I'm going to go to the conservatory and start. Oh, is Alessandra in the conservatory as well? We're just on the wall. And,
Yeah, she's making a flower crown. Fucking killing it.
So I'll walk in and like, oh, Les, I didn't realise you were out here.
I didn't think anyone else was coming in. How are you?
Am I intruding?
No.
I'm doing all right. Yeah. Bit worried about Ina for a while, but she seems to be recovering. And then I'll sit down and take out a bit of wood out of my satchel and begin sort of whittling. How are you doing? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. Just unwinding a bit, I guess. Just from the fight and everything, but I'm alright. We got Kish's parents, her mom and her sister back, so
I feel that was the correct choice, but I just can't help think about what horrors we might have unleashed. But that's another day. It seems. I wonder where that thing ended up, because it seems that Rosalie and Kish's mother reappeared from where they were taken. Or at least that's what I think it seems like.
So
I wonder where that thing ended up.
I'm sure news will spread fast once people start to see it, but no matter what choice gets chosen, there's always going to be consequences. And this is just one that I can live with.
Yeah. Well, we've made the choice now, so.
Yeah.
What is it you're making? I can hear rustling.
I am making a flower crown. That is what I'm making.
I've made one of those for years.
Me neither. When I was really, really little, I used to find them, the flowers all around court where I lived. And I'd make them all the time. But then I stopped. And then she walks up and puts the little crown on Rin. And I just would like to start doing it again.
Why not? And thank you.
And she goes to get more flowers and starts making another one.
Cool. Anybody else doing anything else then?
Nothing noteworthy.
Okay. Kish, over in the living room, well, the dining room, more specifically over here, with the family. The butler's just come in and just put some like hot chocolate down in front of everybody. It's so good to have you back, the butler says. The dad, your sister, and your mother all got, big smiles. Just all in a group hug sort of thing, and then sit down and start sipping on the hot chocolate.
Thank you. We're glad to be back together.
Yes, we must enjoy this moment, although plenty more to come, I'm sure.
Yeah. She kind of sips on it like slowly and thinks of break and as much as I'm glad that I'm back and we're finally back, I must tell you something.
Oh, what?
You see, I would really like to be here with you all. I'm so glad you're all right. However, I cannot stay here.
What do you mean you can't stay?
You remember how I told you about the timelines being weird and all that stuff? We made some sort of pact with a few of the gods, and we kind of promised them to become travelers and help other people to prove that we have the choice and that we need to save all the people they wanted to eliminate.
You've made pacts with gods. So not only are you in communication with gods, you've made pacts with them.
They wanted to eliminate the whole world, so we promised to make sure none of it happens.
They want to eliminate the whole world.
All of the people, yes.
But what, like some sort of doomsday?
We're not sure why, but they told us a few things, but to prevent it, we need to show them that it's not a good idea, that we matter as people, and that's why I cannot stay here.
Who? So you're fighting gods?
Not like that. It's... I know it's difficult to grasp, but we need to show them what it means to be human. need to make them understand that we're not just some dolls that they can just eliminate at will. We need to show them why it's worth living, why we need to stay.
Kish, dear, you've always been a brave soul, but this? Surely, how do you burden the weight of something like this?
I'm not alone, Dad. We all are fighting.
Against gods?
Like we're fighting with them directly.
Yes, I know you're not fighting them directly, dear, but you're going against the will of these gods. That seems quite opposed to them by me, and that's something that you just don't do, surely.
I don't think we have a choice, Dad.
Well, you're a strong sort. You always have been. Just make sure you come back someday.
I will. I promise. I just need to do this right now. I need to figure out this mess that we got into, and afterwards, I promise I will come back.
I understand. Well, right now it's late. If you'll excuse me, I'll retire to bed. And he sort of stands up and, like, just pats you on the top of the head and give me a perception check.
It's an 18.
17.
18.
18. Okay. As he walks away, you kind of see him like wipe a tear from the corner of his eye as he leaves the room.
How does the mom look?
She comes over and gives you a hug, and your sister the other side this well, and they kind of wrap you in their arms for like, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. And then they get up and the mum does, and follows your father. Rosalie stays behind a little second, and she says, I know things have changed. I know this world isn't right anymore. I hope you can fix it. Just stay alive. And she runs off as well.
She gonna sit there for a minute, like, process what just happened.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything else then?
Starting off strong. Jesus.
In which case, night falls and each of you find sleep as and when you can.
No. What is sleep?
Apart from those that don't need to sleep, of course. Afterwards, you wake early the next morning at the first light, so it'll be about 6 a.m.
Nina would be helping, what's his name? Manfred? Prepare tea, breakfast. If he's there already.
He is.
She would be already, well, she'd be around.
Yep.
Kish would be upstairs on the balcony
Okay.
on the bed.
Let's see where the balcony is.
Yeah. She would be over here.
Yep. There we go.
Can I roll to see how well my carving went?
You can.
Overnight, like stay up for a bit and then do it because I need 4 hours. So, dexterity plus proficiency, yeah, sleight of hand and will. Ooh, that's not too bad. 21.
21.
Yeah.
Whatever you are carving is a work of art.
Awesome.
For once, it's not.
I don't know. The fox turned out perfect as well. That
Yeah.
I gave to Emmerich. Cool. Thank you.
Amaric, as you wake up, the amulet that you have of Taman is slightly like warm to the touch.
Okay. I'll look at it.
And as you look at it, you notice that the crack and the splinter that was in there is kind of almost like it's receding, like it's joining itself back together. It's not fully formed yet, but you can definitely see a difference from how it was to how it is now.
Okay. Like he sees that and smiles a little bit to himself.
Good. You also, as you like hold the amulet in your hand, you hear like a little whisper that says, "As long as one lives, one will never die."
Interesting.
Cool. What's everybody else doing now that they're awake?
Reading books in the library.
Okay.
I imagine Les is like probably like said good morning to Rin, but has like found her way outside to just work out and get fresh air and just be outside.
Okay.
Does her little workout and prays to Torm and Sune.
Okay. Yeah, you what's the prayer? Is it just just a keep prayer, like, or is it something specific?
I think with Torm, it's like Torm is a lot of like what she knows and what to go to. So I think a lot of her prayer to him is like, I hope what I'm doing is right. Like, I'm really trying right now. I'm really, really trying. And then to Sune, she just misses her. She smells so nice and she's so pretty. And she's like,
Please visit me again.
she's like, I miss you. And I might be in love with someone, so this is an interesting development. I thought you'd want to get the tea, but yeah.
So she already didn't know she's gonna.
You don't try to smite me.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, she's holding off. She's like, I'll talk to Timpala later. This is me time right now.
Oh god.
Okay.
Then you have to juggle 3 gods.
Yeah.
Again.
I love it. I love it.
As you make your prayer to Sune, you also hear a little whisper back that says, that's great, but love is an emotion that needs to be tested.
Is it like the voice is still there, or
No,
like is the voice?
it's kind of like a one and done. Although if you think on it, you can hear it in Sune's voice. Like it will repeat if you want it to, sort of thing.
Yeah, she'd want to hear it. She'd want to hear it again in Sune's voice.
Yeah. So it just repeats that same message as you're thinking about it. That's great, but love is an emotion that needs to be tested.
And she just probably sits and kind of thinks about that. Thinks about Sune telling her that and what that means. She doesn't really feel. She doesn't immediately agree with it or try to fight with it. She just really wants to thoughtfully think. Really genuinely think about what that means.
Cool. Anybody else got anything specific that they need to do?
Gil was probably gonna get kind of just his gear together, but then we'll kind of meander about the house looking for Kish.
So yeah, you would meander around the house. It wouldn't take you too long to find her. I assume that the balcony would be somewhere that you would go on your meander.
It's a public place. Yeah, he's not going into people's bedrooms, but he'll check the kind of the gathering areas.
Okay. So yeah, you do indeed find Kish on the balcony here.
I think he'd just kind of open the door and see that she's there, and just kind of step out and lean on the handrail and just kind of watch her for a minute.
Do you respond in any way, Kish, or do you just continue looking out?
She's gonna keep looking out for a bit, and she's gonna be like, "Did you come here to stare at me, or did you have something to say?"
Fucking love Kish, man.
I did have something to say, but then I saw you and couldn't help but stare.
Aww.
I didn't really have anything important to say. I just wanted to see how you were doing.
How can I be feeling great when I have to leave them all alone again? I just feel bad, you know. I've been away for so long, and once we're finally together, I have to leave again.
I can't even begin to imagine what that feels like. we're going out to do something that will save them and save everyone, so just gotta do this one job and then you can come back as soon as possible. Easy, right?
It's easy when you say.
Sorry.
Can't emergency.
I just poured my drink too and she hopped up here and I'm like, no, don't. This is bad for Kat. Sorry, what was the last thing that Kish said?
Sounds easy when you say it.
I try. What can I say?
Do you ever miss your home?
I mean, I'm lucky at least. My home is wherever they are. You know, the Glade. It's just a house. It's just walls. I mean, sure, it means something, but if I get to be with my family, I'm content. That's why all I can say is I'm sorry that we have to take you away from your family and your home, as it were.
It's not your fault. It isn't anyone's fault. I promised them that we'd show them, so that's what we're about to do.
Well, damn. They really don't have to worry about you. You are tough as they come. It takes a lot to just even say that. I think he'd just kind of step closer and just wrap her into a hug.
Isn't that cute?
Love them.
Okay, anything else for anybody else then?
Feeding the fox a nice hearty meal for a fox.
Okay.
Make sure you give him peanuts.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You find a good sack of peanuts as well as some, like, I don't know, like rabbit stuff.
Rabbit stuff.
Stuff.
Brilliant.
Yeah, rabbit stuff. Like diced bits of rabbit, some like gizzards, things like that.
I think Ina would help Manfred like bring, I guess, breakfast for everyone, and then look at Kish's family and ask, "How are you holding up, darlings?"
It's challenging to know that one of your daughters is putting their life on the line.
Well, trust me, I know something about that. She like sets everything down as she's talking. But I have seen Kish fight. She is a formidable warrior, let me tell you that. Way better than when she was just a new... I don't know how to call it. When she was new to being taught the ways of a druid and all that.
I've no doubt that she can take care of herself. She's always been a a strong person doesn't make it any easier, but
I know.
I'm aware that now that she's decided what she's going to do, she'll see it through, just as she always has.
Mm-hmm.
So, very little that we can do or say. I just have to let her go, even though on the inside I want nothing more than to pull her in and never let go.
Ow. She kind of looks towards the door if it's still closed, like nobody's coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And she then sits down and looks at the whole family, and I know that my words probably will not mean much and that the worry will remain. But I assure you that I will do everything in my power to make sure that she returns home. Because I know what it is like to lose a child. And I do not want you to go through that. So I swear on my life, I'll keep her safe. We all will.
Thank you. Your words are somewhat comforting. Yes. When do you leave? Do you know?
Probably after breakfast.
Then
There is a place where we have to go fast.
Then I shall prepare to see you off. Please do stay. Eat your fill. Should you need anything that this house can provide on your journey, then do feel free to take it. And he once again leaves. Followed by the wife and Rosalie after.
I look at Manfred and like, you take care of them, alright?
Always have. Always have. Would you require anything else?
Me? No, really. Just if you see the others, tell them that breakfast is done and that we need to go soon.
Of course.
Unfortunately.
He goes out and as he sort of like leaves the room, he just bellows at the top of his voice, "Adventurers, your breakfasts are ready and you shall be departing soon." And he just goes about the rest of his work and duties.
I love him.
I come down the stairs, like rubbing my ears, like, ow. Oh, he's got some lungs on him.
He does. Les says to not startle Rin, like to say to let her know that she's fine. Or
You done outside now, are you?
I could hear from out there that breakfast was ready, so
that's why it hurt. Then I was gonna. Well, you're finished now. Do you think sometime before we, and is Emmerich coming out, or are you upstairs? Are you Emmerich? Yeah. It's matching where the stairs are. And hearing Emmerich. Oh yeah, Emmerich. I was wondering if either of you two we could do some more training, sparring at some point soon. I feel I need to practice more.
We I would be happy to help. Perhaps we can take it in turns.
Whatever's easiest for you to learn, Rin. I know me and Little Fox do have different styles, so if it's not too confusing.
Well, we're gonna come across people that fight in different ways, so it'll always be good in that sense.
And we can trade off lessons and such.
Cool. I look forward to it, and I'll head in.
Morning, darling.
Morning, Miss Ina. Are you okay?
I am fine.
Does everybody else know about the eye now?
No.
Right. Obviously, I wouldn't know anyway, but...
That's new
Yep.
for everyone
I think-
involved.
Yeah. I think hearing the butler yell, Gil would just kind of, for one last second, hold Kish a little bit tighter and then offer to take her hand and walk downstairs.
She would take his hand and say, "Yeah, we should go."
Yoink.
Les is just sitting there with her arms crossed, looking at Ina's eye.
Uh-oh. Yes,
Why are you looking so... You're looking awful inquisitive so early in the morning, Les. What's going on? Oh!
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, darling.
How was your morning? Oh, Ina.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
No.
Ina is very much, you can see on her that she is enjoying this.
No. Let me answer for her, everyone. I'm an Eladrin from the Feywild. And my emotions and this thingy on my chest, weird things happen to me. So this all makes perfect sense.
This time you're way off, darling.
I don't know if I'm happy or upset to know that.
Question. Does Rin know about the crystal in Ina's chest?
What?
Does Rin know about the thing in your chest? In
You mean
Ina's
the-
chest? The crystal?
symbol.
Or, yeah,
The symbol. I don't know
yeah.
if everyone would feel it.
Did
No,
Ina
no, yeah, but-
talk about it out
Or
loud?
does she
Like,
have
did
a
Ina
soul-
describe
Or is it
it?
just not something we've necessarily... Because otherwise, Rin is sitting there very confused, talking as Les goes, the thing in her chest, and I'm like,
Huh? Oh yeah.
thing in her
I
chest?
don't remember if she was there when we were talking about
Yeah.
It- just roll with it.
Let's roll with it, Ren.
Yeah.
Just a gift from a certain goddess.
Oh. Nice of her.
There's a lot of those that could have talked to you. Which one?
Well, only one is currently looking through me and feeling what I feel.
Good to know. Hey, for all we knew, it could have been 10.
Someone's looking
Nah.
through you.
Hello,
Yes.
Miss Goddess.
Yes, to clear the confusion, yes, it is from Kiresh.
Okay.
Yeah, did we not... and he, like, looks at Alessandra like, did we not say out loud about the others?
Yeah, like, have we all discussed this?
Ina was told that by Kiresh, so I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, so, I got Eldia kind of poking around up here. I thought I said that before, but if I haven't, now I'm saying it now.
I've got
Sorry,
Timpala.
what?
I don't think I've really talked about it, but just we're all talking about it. So, yeah.
I sometimes have the wind talk to me.
We're such a normal family here.
Oh, at least I'm not the only one with something talking in their head.
Okay, so it's everybody. Fucking hell.
So it didn't need to be an announcement. I gotcha.
So, do you have a replacement eye? No?
Mm-hmm.
Can you, and he'll like, he'll hold his hand out and he'll like wave to see if it moves, if it follows his hand.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Well, that's good.
It'll be less annoying to walk around houses now. We'll be bumping into everything.
Gil kind of sits back in his chair and he like like a very, not exaggerated, but a very visible kind of like sense of like relief.
You kind of get used to walking into things.
True.
It's when they move them from where you think they are that's the problem.
Well, surprise gifts aside, let's plan how we should proceed now.
Yes. So, have any idea where we're going now?
So that
Yes,
one
but
city.
no.
Yeah. So that one city in Thoi. That should be where we're headed next.
I conjure up a map of Farmfall so I can pinpoint where it is.
How far is it? Walking? Carriage? Please don't say we're flying.
We're not.
I mean, we've got the carriage, so we don't have to walk the whole way, but it's pretty far. Pretty far from here, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, this one.
Hey!
There we go. So, looking at the map, probably the fastest way would be to
The wind.
get a
High
ship.
road.
Tyrine.
Yeah.
East Tyrine.
Yeah.
Near the border.
Do we think a ship is faster, or just finding flying mounts and heading north?
Wasn't there a problem with flying mounts? Because,
Well, the last
you know,
time you went to look for one, they didn't
We couldn't
exist.
find any. Yeah.
Yeah.
In
they didn't exist.
Croatia?
Yeah,
Well, I
and there
hate
weren't
it.
problems before. So,
Well, I don't know the geography, so. I can't.
Yeah,
tell
me
if it
neither.
will be faster or not.
we can check out the Beastmaster's quarter, because we need to be going in the direction of Elanthir anyway. If there aren't any. If I remember correctly, boat is the best option.
What are we looking for there exactly?
Anything... Well, apparently that's where the monks are. So dealing with that.
Right. Also, the owner of that necklace is deceased.
Yes.
But according to the little fairy thing, she was some sort of archfey? High or something? Or fey of some type? Do they come back?
The thing is, the necklace didn't necessarily have to be created by the person who wore it in the pocket dimension.
That is true. Maybe this woman that was masquerading as well, Mum Kish wasn't the owner of the necklace. She was just wearing it. Wasn't whatever the name was.
And if it is,
Lucia was the name.
That's the one.
yeah, Lucia. And had you said that that it looks like Feywild, but not really. Like it looks like someone would imagine Feywild.
Yeah, exactly.
But like they haven't been there necessarily. At least that's what the vibe Ina got, right?
So yeah, it's when you was in there, it was an obvious representation of the Feywild. It didn't look exactly right. Like there was quite a bit that was off, especially to somebody that's been there.
Yeah. Well, I do think it was just the fairy talking about her creator because it didn't look like home. It was close, but not necessarily how it should be. Anyway, we'll see. Maybe more things will uncover when we go to the main place where they're gathering.
Great.
Not time like the present.
Yeah. When you're ready, let's meet outside. Run. And I whisper to Kish, like, you take as much time as you need. And since Ina travels light, she's gonna go wait outside. I'll go and start resummoning Salem.
How long does it take you to resummon Salem again?
Hour.
Okay, cool.
You packed the chain?
I think so, yeah.
I think it doesn't take as long if you're packed in the chain,
Does
Warlock.
That could be fun.
I can't remember.
I'm looking
I
at
never really had to resummon my familiar. He stayed alive and with me the whole campaign.
I think it's quicker.
No, it doesn't say anything about that here.
Oh, okay.
Can cast it as a ritual, doesn't count against spells known. Choose one of the normal forms for a familiar or like the special forms. Additionally, when attack action can forego other actions, blah blah. Yeah, so nothing about that.
Well, you know. My bad. I was misremembering.
It's fine.
I think
Maybe one of the invocations does it, but
maybe, yeah. I think Gil would like hand over the little statue thing to somebody. Probably Les.
oh yeah,
Um,
Alright.
And then we kind of probably wait inside by the front door.
Tidying up the garden while I wait.
Hiding the blood.
Blowing it away.
Actually, yeah. Before I leave, and obviously one else has gone. Kish.
What is it?
Well, I just check that you were okay. And if you needed a hand with anything before we leave.
No, I need a minute to
That's
say goodbye.
understandable. I don't know if this helped, but I made you this, and I pull out the thing I was carving, and it is a very intricately carved brown bear. This is for you.
Is that a bear?
It seems I'm getting better at it recently. So. I may have to remake the deer that I made for Gil.
Or the dance.
Yeah, the dance. Yeah. The dance. at some
I see
point.
you're getting better at it.
But after our talk and everything we've been through, I'd just like to say that I think we're more than friends, sisters even. In this very strange family that we found ourselves in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess you've got 2 sisters then.
Yeah. And I hug Kish, and I'll leave you to just shout if you need anything.
I will. Thank you.
And come this way, and as I walk towards, because again travel's light anyway, I'll stop by Gil, and I'll kind of tweak my head at him slightly. I'm like, Gil, and just smirk and then walk off. I'm gonna come outside. Yeah.
Yeah, he was about to say something, and then it's just like, yeah.
Yeah. A smirk to convey that I know without saying it.
And yeah, he's gonna turn and smack his head into the wall. Kish's family is gonna come downstairs and just be like, him?
Speaking of which, the family do come
Yeah,
back down the stairs.
They appear.
Him?
She's just looking like at the place and I guess we need to go. She goes out.
Kish, we haven't missed you. Good.
No, you haven't.
Good.
I guess we have to part now.
There's not really much I can do for you, but well, take this, and he kind of gives you a pouch, and in the pouch you find 100 gold pieces, and you find like a ring with like the crest wound, like family thing on it, the crest.
Dad, what is all this?
To be honest, I don't know. I'm still not used to noble life, but I would imagine that the money will do you some good, and well, if nothing else, you can look at that ring and remind you of us.
Dad. And she kind of goes in and hugs him.
Yeah, they all get in for a little hug. And then the mother and the daughter step back so you can have a single hug. The mother says, "Take care, darling. Be careful."
I will, Mother. And you should take care of yourself too.
Rosalie gives you a little like punch on the back of the shoulder, and she says, "Remember, you promised to come back."
Oh, please, you know me. I also hope you're gonna look after yourself. There were some talking about you while you were gone.
Don't worry, it's an easy town to live in. You just gotta ignore certain people and cherish others.
I see you learned over time.
I learned from the best, and again, she kind of gives you a little nudge.
You sure did.
Well, my darling, I'm afraid, and the father speaking again now, I'm afraid if you don't leave now, I'm not going to let you.
Yeah, it's not like we don't see each other ever again. Just remember, when you miss me, look up at the sky. That way we both be looking at the same thing.
I will. Darling, we all will.
She gives him a last hug and kind of kiss on a cheek and like...
He returns it and then steps to one side.
Oh,
I do hope that you're not going before I can say goodbye this well. Kind of
of course not.
gives you a little kiss on the cheek, and he says, if you will forgive a butler for acting, well, outside of normal butlery duties from time to time. Take care, Kishara. It's
Just
been a pleasure.
please. It has been a great pleasure for me too.
I eagerly await your return. And again, he takes a step back this well.
Please do look after them. They can be worrisome sometimes. Some like to overwork themselves. She looks at Dad.
He gives you a knowing smile.
Guess I'll see you later.
Goodbye, dear.
Goodbye, Dad. Goodbye, Mom. Bye, sis.
They all kind of wave, like just soft sort of smiles.
She kind of like smiles back at them, trying to hold back the tears, and she goes. Oh. I guess we have to go now.
I think everybody's waiting. Yeah. Very quickly take a step back and offer to give Mr. Crescent a very firm handshake.
He accepts.
And he'll like lean over and just kind of whisper like, not that you need me to tell you, but I'll do everything to make sure that she comes home.
Words very well said. I do hope you all return alive. I trust you to look after my daughter, both now and in the future.
Just a very curt nod, and he'll step back and go open the door and step outside.
She's just gonna look behind her once more and just wave, and she goes off.
Yep, they all wave back.
No.
So, everyone, I think we need to go now.
Has it been an hour, Hat? Please tell me it's been an hour.
Very long goodbye.
A very long goodbye, yes.
You probably keep casting it in the cart, right?
Yeah, true. Most I'm asking because I did summon real life Tristan currently.
She looks so uninterested. Just,
Come here. I'll resummon Salem in the cart then.
Yep.
I mean, if nobody else has, Gil will offer to hop up front and take the reins.
Okay.
Oh yeah. We're looking
There
rather
he is.
spectral here.
Haven't seen that in a
There's
while.
Gil.
I mean, if you
Get old.
white hair. He had a very restless sleep, okay? Can you blame the guy?
He wasn't the only one.
Oh dear, we're just
Everybody.
non-stop going on.
Tell me what happened in the pocket dimension, come on!
Okay, so you get in the car and you make your way, and yeah, you get out of Millbrook, and you were a while down the road when Salem appears. And
Hello, darling.
the second
Yeah.
he does, he says, "Don't ask."
What in the fuck? Oh my god.
Someone's got a rough morning.
You look beautiful, Salem.
I want my fur back.
You're all slimy.
Yes, I know.
What?
The only advantage about
Salem's a
this
frog with wings.
Oh,
The only advantage about this form is sometimes I leak this weird liquid where if I lick it, it makes me feel good.
That's what they did.
Did not need to know that.
Please never say that sentence ever
Ever.
again out loud. Ever.
But it makes me feel good.
No, that was included in the never again.
Do you want to lick my liquid?
That has
Now, if
also
we-
been banned.
If we kill him and you have to resummon him, is he gonna keep coming back like this?
What? You know what? We certainly can try, can't we?
It's
That
good that
entirely-
he looks like this. It could be worse.
Could
could
it?
be-
Could it?
I would rather him be a naked cat.
As to your question, darling, is Ava looking at Les. It entirely depends how the trickster's feeling at the moment. So how are they, Salem?
You don't want to know. I'm
Uh-oh.
like this after all. I was told off. I
Oh,
I
I
got
can
my
see that.
punishment, and it is what it is, I guess. Now, I believe we have an adventure to go on. Nobody need look at
We're
me.
already on the road.
And he just starts licking the back of his hand.
In the picture, he looks like he's holding his hands up because, like, the police are trying to question him. Cracking me up.
It wasn't me. I didn't
Les
have
is
the
going
drug.
towards him with an axe, like, no.
Yeah, she's just like reaching for act. No, please.
Oh, you see,
It's so much pain.
I picture it. I picture it more like the dragon was this big.
That's what drugs do to you.
Both fit. You just killed Kyle.
I'm good. I'm good.
Cool.
Well,
And you get onto the road. I believe you're going via the seaport, all in all.
yes, we're
yeah.
if Beastmaster's quarter is functional, with 5 mounts. If not,
Yeah, they look very, very confused when you mention flying mounts.
cool, all in all.
So it's back on the
Lovely
road.
city.
The sea.
To all in all you go, and we should take our rest there. Our little breaky break.
Oh, we as great. We as players get a short rest then.
Yeah, absolutely.
After all that emotional damage. Jesus.
Could be Westy,
Yeah.
could be Brown.
it will be a shorter break than normal because I've already done everything that I need to do. But yeah,
Adorable. And then the two older boys just come running and like, honey! You play D&D, right? Explain this to me. I'm like, that's the chick D&D. I don't know it. Do you have any new cool dice? Yes, here.
Look, shiny math rocks.
Look, but you can't touch.
That was I always when my nieces and nephews were younger, and when I was like in my like mid-teens and I had braces, I could always make them laugh and smile by just like flashing my teeth because they would see like the shiny like metal things and they'd be like, "Oh, that's weird." That was my one go-to party trick.
Kids.
I feel
And then when there were more of three of them, I would shut myself up in my cousin's room and we would just play Xbox because they were way too rambunctious when they were en masse.
Yep.
I feel
1,
like
2, fine. 3?
3 plus, it's like, nope, that's pure chaos. Like, just hear them running laps around my cousin's house, like my aunts, uncles around Thanksgiving. It's like, all right, put your headphones in, lock the door, turn the lights off, Halo, split screen. We'll come down for dinner.
I feel like all kids kind of flock to me, like especially the young ones. I'm like, I didn't do anything. they just come.
what's up, boy?
Small army of little people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when I was younger, we were like going out just like 10 minutes from here because there's a playground, and a friend would have like a little one with her, and like, yeah, we need to take care of her. This someone's like came in, so we're going outside. And when we were going out, she was holding my friend's hand, and when we were going back, she was holding my hand. Cause she always like went like after me, and I'm like, we just went outside, like I didn't do anything. It's just simply because you pay attention to them. I'm like, okay.
Kids.
Yeah. Still, whenever I see her, she's like, yay.
Bring back
Help.
the cats.
Help, Faye is awake.
That's the tail.
Oh,
Again.
Yeah.
Are we all back?
I don't know.
Yes.
Are we? Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Yeah, so we do I think I worked it
Little
out as
trolling.
an 8-day time skip.
Oh Jesus! Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. So what day would it be?
Yeah. Shit.
26th, I think.
I'm not sure.
So that's just
I-
us going to Orlanor house,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
8 days to there. Oh,
8
Jesus.
days to
Okay.
Orlanor, yeah.
Is that by cart?
Yes.
Gee.
Fun.
I mean, you've travelled just from like the west coast of the western High
East.
Rhine to the eastern coast. Like you've gone
East, doesn't mean east to west.
yeah, east to west, sorry, yeah. Exactly that. You've gone right from the east coast to the west coast.
Well, not long until the 9th of the Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How much? Can't recall. now.
13 days.
Oh my god.
So what's the day now, does everybody reckon? So I don't have to do my calendar while we're
I'm taking
playing.
Snap's word for it.
26th of the poor.
26th of the poor. Okie dokie. Nobody had any special days or anything in that time skip, I take it? No? Okay, cool. And yeah, so on the 8th day, you arrive at Orlanor, and you would arrive there in the evening, actually.
Oh, fun.
Bloody hell.
So around about 7:30, 7:00.
I had to deal with cat manners.
Well, probably not going to be any ships heading out this time of night. I guess I'm taking us to the nearest inn.
Might as well.
Oh my god, are we in fucking... What's it called?
Rio de Janeiro.
I was gonna say Rio de Janeiro or the fucking place in Final Fantasy. Fuck.
I know where you mean anyway.
Linda.
No,
Yeah. No.
you don't mean Lindsay, you mean fucking old Charlian, yeah.
Oh, Charlotte, Jesus, yeah. Oh my god, I was like, why am I not remembering? But yes, yeah.
What I'll do though is Bearsburn a coastal town?
It is, but you can't get directly to Bearsburn because it's up a cliff face. So the earliest place that you can stop, where you can actually get off, is Arcadia.
Okay, well, Gil's taken everyone to a tavern, inn, whatever. I'll check at the port and see when when the first or earliest ship in the morning is going to Arcadia.
Okay. So as Gil, you're looking around for a tavern first of all. You you don't seem to be able to find one.
Jesus. Fun.
Would you I don't know, stop and ask somebody, or would you carry on looking?
He would break down eventually and ask somebody.
So you ask a passerby who says, well, I'm not really surprised that you can't find you speak Elven, right?
Holy shit, do I? Yes, I do.
Yeah. In
Learned
Elvish. Says, I'm not really surprised that you can't find a tavern. It's we do have one. It's called the Needle and Haystack, and it's down a very long, windy country road. Not surprisingly, hardly anybody goes there. It's right the way out of the way. So, for entertainment, drink and board, the majority of people here actually frequent the brothel, known as the Red Dragon.
Does he? Are you?
So, where's this winding road, huh?
Well, you just you follow the road up, and it'll take you all the way to the most western point of Ornor, and you carry on, and it's right the way round some windy roads, and you'll get there eventually. I will say, if you go to the Red Dragon, you don't have to use their services. They're willing to accommodate just, for people that just wish to stay.
I bet Elder's giggling now.
He'll just look back at everybody else in the cart like,
Oh well.
Have I left at this point?
Yeah. As the cart stopped, you would have probably got up and gone, or when Gil, unless you stopped to hear what Gil was saying to the passerby before you left. It's up to you.
I probably would wait until he's done.
I mean, Ina's neutral, but she's like, eh.
Is everyone here comfortable going to?
I have no problem. I lived in a bathhouse for many years.
Okay.
I've been to one too.
Usually the
Last year's the
ones that work there are usually very kind and quite helpful.
It doesn't bother me.
I just kind of look at Sam and like, I have to hide you.
Red dragon it is then.
Are you alright, Gil? If you're uncomfortable with it, we don't have to go. And she is saying that, like, sincerely. She's not trying to give him shit for it.
No, it's probably better. The sooner we can get somewhere, and the sooner that we can get to a ship. In the morning, we'll be fine.
Does it make you nervous? You are real tense.
Are you like a red dragon?
I think I asked some genuine questions and did not realize what I have started. And I apologize, and I will stop.
I'm gonna refuse to answer those questions. Sorry, sir. Red dragon, what way?
Well, the Red Dragon is just in the centre of town. There, you can see it. It's just below the. Oh, goodbye then. And so yeah, Little Fox, you head to the port, to the docks, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll go there first, and you get to the dockyard area, and you see the harbour master just closing and locking everything down, and he sees you, and he says, "You won't find passage now, I'm afraid, young man."
That is fine. Is he speaking Elvish?
He is.
Yeah, I'll respond in Elvish then. That is fine. I am just wondering when the earliest ship tomorrow morning is to Arcadia.
To Arcadia, you say? Ah, well, there's a couple of ships that you can take. Depends entirely on how much coin you have. The cheapest way to do it would be a cargo vessel, of course. Otherwise, we do have some passenger cruisers, which will probably get you there a little bit quicker.
That would be preferable.
I see.
Is it possible to pay in advance?
Oh, well, of course. Now, to board one of the passenger vessels, you're going to be looking at, 2 silver pieces per person.
How many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're 6. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Oh, that's like a gold and 2 silver. I just hand him 2 gold.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll just get your change if you'll excuse me.
Do not worry about it. It is okay.
Oh, well, thank you very much, young sir. You are most generous. I shall ensure that you have the best quarters that we can offer.
I do what I can. What time is it leaving?
Well, if we can get you onto the earliest ship, you're going to be departing at 6 a.m.
Okay.
And may I take down a name for your, yourself and your companions?
All of our names?
Just a name to book it will be fine.
Emeric.
6 under the name of Emeric. Okay, well, thank you very much, and what a splendid name that is, sir.
Merci.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to be home. My wife is... Anyway, enough said about that. I'll see you later.
I do not mean to pry, but is everything okay?
Everything's fine. A newborn child, and she's finding it very difficult to cope alone.
Understandable. Good day. I will see you tomorrow.
Yes, 6 a.m. sharp.
Oui. And I go and head towards the Red Dragon.
And you head towards the Red Dragon.
This is gonna be a fucking shit show.
That's gonna be amazing.
Da, 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 da.
It's very cozy.
Cool.
It's-
Yes, I have. That's okay. Cool.
I'm scared to zoom in because of these tokens.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. As you walk through the door, a very scantily dressed woman approaches you. She says, in Elvish, "Good evening. Do you all speak Elven?"
Do we?
Nope.
I do. Who left?
That was,
No,
that
left.
was a snap.
Goodbye, Snap.
I speak specifically like Avon.
He saw the tiger. He saw the.
Busted.
He got so bricked that he hit the escape, like the disconnect button.
There he is. That was
Welcome
quick.
back. That was quick, wasn't it?
Quick bathroom break.
Kyle, yes! Kyle, yes!
You regret nothing.
Alright, that was weird. Discord decided to restart itself.
Okay.
Quick bathroom break, hey, Snap.
Anyway.
So yes, she speaks again in Elven, and she said, "Oh, do you all speak Elvish?"
I believe there are some who don't.
Technically speak Drow, but I don't know if that. Like, Drow.
Les doesn't know what she's saying, so can't give a yes or no, but she doesn't.
You basically see confused cat.
She switches and she says, "Perhaps common would be easier."
Yes.
Excellent. My name is Natalia. What will be your preference?
Just... I'm not talking here, guys.
Mine would be somewhere to sleep for the night.
Of course, somebody to sleep.
Yeah.
Somewhere to sleep.
Somewhere.
Not somebody to sleep with.
No. By myself.
I understand.
Hi, Natalia.
Hello.
The sending spells are becoming too loud.
An alarm spell here?
No, that
It's
was.
the bell as you walk through the door, isn't it?
Yeah.
We do have some casters around that often project noises. So, that's probably somebody just having a little bit of fun. Anyway,
The time of arrival.
are you old enough to be here?
I am. Well, depends on what you class as the middle age.
How old are you, my
Where's the
dear?
list?
Great.
Yeah.
The fucking 50-page list of
Yeah.
races and age limits.
I am
It's a
18.
book.
You're 18 and your race?
Elf.
I can see the... Now, is that 18 in human years or elven years?
The same amount of time.
What I mean is, are you mentally an 18-year-old?
I cross my arms and it's like, how does one class oneself mentally mature? And I just stare at her with blind eyes, like.
She looks at you, Ina, and she says, "Is this one your child?"
No. In a way.
Funny enough, not that one.
Yeah, not that one. Natalia, darling, we just need somewhere to hunker down for the night. We were told this is the only place.
Well, it's
And I
not.
swear being here is adult. I swear.
It's not the only place, but if you want somewhere to sleep, then it's probably the better place. Would you be caring for any food or drink or any well, does anybody want any company?
I will let them figure that out.
Of course, no problem. So as long as we're okay with the youngest of your party members, then we can proceed.
Just pat Ren on the head like, yeah.
You can see Glitch kind of eyeing her like, just let us in.
That's right, Mark of Life. Yeah, Mark of Life would just be pleased to know that he still has the better bathhouse.
Yeah.
And now you feel a flick to the back of the head.
Ow!
Ren.
Now,
They don't know who I'm talking about. I don't know. Do you know Mark of Life?
Mark of Life, yes, Tabaxi gentleman in Watergate. He has a bathhouse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he and I used to. Well,
Have you
you get the
visited
point.
there in the last 7 years?
7.
I mean, they
No,
came-
probably not 7 years. No,
right,
but
okay.
we do
That's
give
why-
each other the odd freebie now and then.
I think
Fair
we
enough,
know everything.
Business is business. Well, not that it really matters, but I have lived with them for the last 7 years, so I am perfectly at ease around this sort of atmosphere.
Excellent. Okay.
So, if we could have a booth, food and drink, and lodgings for the evening, that would be great.
Of course, no problem at all. Let me see, which rooms do I have available? And she looks at a list. Can you all squeeze into one? Would you prefer two?
Complicated.
I will let the others decide. Ina's staying out of because she's trying so hard to not laugh.
If you want a room or just booth with cushions, probably do.
A booth with cushions.
I don't know, unless
Okay.
anybody specifically wants a bed.
Well, I can easily do 2 secure rooms and 1 booth. That would be no problem at all.
That sounds perfect. Why don't we just do that?
Right. Well, right this way now then. If you'll, if it's not quite your cup of tea, you'll have to avert your eyes from center stage, where the twins, Karis and Hayden, are performing. They're not wearing very much.
I just stare at her blankly.
Like, I'm blind, lady.
Do you provide audio description?
Ren.
Should you so choose, yes, I can provide an audio description. That'll be no problem at all. If you'd like to sit down by the stage, I will come and take your side and explain exactly what's going on with their rather large packages.
Ren,
Rin's got that dog in him.
I was just curious. I was just wondering. Business model? I don't know.
Well, they do some very clever things with foam. Foam, yes, indeed.
Like soap bubble foam.
Soap bubble foam, yes, indeed. They do enjoy to rub it on each other. And, well, it makes themselves and quite a lot of the spectators get rather erect.
Oh, well.
Oh, I am sure.
So about those rooms, huh?
Yes, indeed. This way.
Gil was looking respectfully at the ceiling.
I think she's looking into the fucking floor.
They're both thinking in the surroundings.
Like, I didn't
I'm just there like,
this.
I hope you're enjoying the spectacle, Carriage. As I'm walking.
This is quite normal.
Les is like, is this my test? Is this?
Is this
Is
the
this
test?
it?
When as you're walking through the brothel, you do hear a very sharp shout. Alessandra? Is
Oh.
is Les? Is that you?
She looks to the voice
Where you
and is
see
like, of all places.
this person?
God damn it.
Oh, wow.
Come running towards you.
Oh, an old flame?
And Les, with a big smile, like, grabs her in a hug and twirls her around a little bit.
Aww.
It's good to see you. It's been so long.
Yes, it's been a while. I didn't think you would be here, but it's good. It's really good to see you, Radia.
Yeah, well, things got a little bit difficult. I needed to make some more money.
So, went to where the money was at, I see.
Indeed. Speaking of which, are you here business or pleasure?
Business, I guess. We've got to leave in the morning.
You guess? And she kind of takes her finger and just like strokes it down your chest.
I know.
Business
I
class.
know. We're leaving tomorrow morning. We've got to go do adventuring stuff.
That's tomorrow morning, and she just kind of like gets a little bit closer to you and gives you a little peck on the neck.
This is my test, isn't it? She like kind of pushes her back just a little bit, like put some space in between them. We should have a drink or something. We should catch up. There's been a bit that's happened, and we should catch up.
Of course, yeah, we can catch up. And she like just grabs your hand and leads you towards the bar.
See ya, Les.
Yeah, she just kind of follows and is like, it's gonna be such a fucking pain in the ass to explain this to everyone.
I want to lean in towards Gil and be like, "What's going on?"
I don't really know. But my god, am I gonna hold this against her?
He didn't sound her usual confident self. I don't know what's happening.
Red can hear Gil rubbing his hands together, like, ooh.
Oh god, this is perfect.
So Natalia shows everybody else to the rooms. So you have a full room here, and a booth here. The room here does have attached to the wall several implements, including whips, chains, handcuffs.
Love to imagine Gil just opens the door, takes one look inside, just closes the door immediately.
Nope.
Says,
Not my usual haunt.
The other room is relatively clear. There's just some sort
Relatively.
just some sort of like fluffy noodle on the bed. But apart from that,
Times like this, I wish I knew prestidigitation. Cast blacklight.
oh no.
every square inch. Just.
And I assume this is like a balcony booth sort of thing overlooking the.
You know, just kind of settles there in the corner because while they go sleep, she's just gonna stay there.
I go to see ship in the morning.
Well, that's great, darling.
6 a.m.
All right.
So does nobody want the secure rooms?
I will take the rooms later for sleeping.
Give them some time to get used to this, darling. Look at them.
Okay, well,
I look at Gil and Kish, especially.
It's quite nice here. I like the atmosphere.
Rin is just vibing.
You can see
like
Kish
being
just
back at
looking
home.
around. She's like, what is this?
oh, sweet innocent Kish.
This is a
Innocent.
brothel.
I think she quite understood that, love.
Well, I shall leave you to your enjoyment. If you do want anything or anybody brought over, do let me know. I myself am also available.
I'm biting back so many corners.
Just food and some wine, probably.
Splendid. I shall see to it right away. Oh, will you be starting a tab or do you want to pay on receipt?
I can
just
pay.
tab for now.
A tab, excellent. Whose name shall I put the tab in?
You can put it under mine, Rin.
Okay, and she brings out a scroll and like a quill. If you'd just sign here, then.
Use some kind of scribble, because
That will do.
it's accidentally punch a hole through it with a quill. Oh, whoops, sorry.
That's just part of Rin's signature from now on. You just have to poke a hole in it.
Yeah, sorry.
Hope it's not magical.
It's probably just so that we don't scarf her without paying.
Probably. How it usually works.
I mean, that's usually what some of the larger characters at the Mark of Life's establishment are for.
Okay, so you sit round in the corner, and eventually, this like half tabaxi comes to you and sets down a couple of bottles of wine and some food. And she says, Flair is my name, if you'll be requiring anything else. And she kind of gives you all a little wink. Flair, dear, Flair. If you require anything else, do let me know. I'm not one of the cheap ones, let me tell you that.
Kind of hot.
Gil immediately reaches for one of those bottles of wine. Just.
She's quite pretty.
Everyone here is?
I mean by cheap.
Oh,
Oh, Kish. Sweet summer child.
If you want services, it is expensive.
it's good when they know their work, like how they set their own prices. It's usually a sign of a good establishment.
And after a little while, this full tabaxi comes around to your area, and he says, "Hello. My name's
Hi.
Radiant Stone.
Hello.
I'm been made
One
aware
or
that
two?
1 or 2 what?
Radiant stones.
Whichever you prefer. I've noticed that none of our male employees have been around to see you yet. I would like to offer my services. I will please both male and female."
It's good to have an expanded repertoire.
Indeed. I can do some very interesting things with my tail. As well as, of course, the other thing between my legs, but that's
Other tail.
goes to say.
Is that part of your namesake or other?
Gil is again. He's just straight from the bottle, and now he's just like looking at Rin like, what the fuck?
She was around this sort of things for 7 years. Maybe it's a bit
Got
more.
that dog in her.
Well,
I can
well,
also
my
probably
dear.
sense the uncomfortability of other people in it.
Well, my dear, if you should,
looking at each other.
if you should like to try my services, I'll give you a discount. You do seem quite confident. I like confidence. He gets a bit closer to you and starts purring in your ear.
Oh.
Damn, she's about to have that cat in her.
I give him. I reach up and give him strictness.
Oh, you know just where to stroke, don't you? Though I do prefer a little lower.
Have to wait and see, won't we?
Well, why wait? There is a room available.
I'm busy at the moment.
Oh, pushy. Pushy. I like it. I'll be back for you later.
Yeah, it's safe to say I think Gil has downed an entire bottle of wine just listening to this.
Ina is quietly just losing her shit, like quietly laughing in the corner there, just witnessing all this.
She's just looking like, what is happening?
He seemed nice.
It's just quite funny. Like, I was never, obviously, as I just lived and helped there, I wasn't one of the employees. I suppose is the best way to put it. About that.
I wasn't a slut.
I didn't say that. I have great respect for the women and men of that establishment. I lived with them for 7 years. I helped, look after the kids and everything. Occasionally you'd get customers be like, try and hit on me, but then obviously, well, one, underage. Two, if they were really pushy, then what's her name? I've got her name. I wrote names. Hitbreaker would show them the door.
What a fucking name! Oh my god!
She was a Goliath, just for context.
Of course.
Yeah.
I remember her, she was lovely.
Yeah. Or Temra, if they were getting a bit too forward. And she's a black dragonborn, so.
You know, I've never odd myself out before.
I mean, this is the perfect place to try it, I suppose.
Gil just shoots a look at Ina, and, just begging, what the fuck is happening?
Wine anyone?
Right, Obi, as this conversation's going on.
Yeah, way ahead of you.
I would have
Way ahead of you.
And don't attempt to pour wine, because I don't know where the glasses are.
Yeah, I help.
As the conversation's going on, you hear a shout from this side of the room. Is oh yes, right in the eye.
What the fuck?
I got hit in the eye. Are they fighting?
Yeah, sure, darling. Yeah.
I am glad they are enjoying themselves.
This really is a wild place, isn't it?
I'm sorry, did Kiss just say I've never had it in the eye?
What?
That's what I heard.
No.
That's not what I said.
I think I heard this is a really violent place, isn't it?
Wild place, I thought I heard.
Violent.
Oh, I don't know how I heard that, but that was amazing. Okay, cool.
Out of your mind is so far in the gutter.
It really
Good
is.
lord.
It really is. When you make a place like this as part of the game, you kind of have to get in that mindset. Anyway, the evening kind of progresses, and Alessandra, Radia is still getting very close to you, and she says, "So, what would you like for a drink?"
just an ale would be all right.
Are you sure you wouldn't like anything a little stronger?
I am. I don't really drink the hard stuff a whole lot.
Okay. And she orders 2 ales. So, what are you doing here?
Well, funny enough, I'm here with my family. And, we have to help save the world. So we're headed to Thwaite tomorrow morning to hopefully try and do that. I would tell you.
You're going to save the world tomorrow morning.
Well, tomorrow morning we will be on the journey of trying to save the world. I feel like the more I explain it, the less sense that it makes. So I try to keep it as short as possible. But we're trying to stop the world from ending. And so we came here, and then we're leaving tomorrow morning to hopefully stop that. I've got this goddess in my head that can see everything that I do. And feel everything that I feel. And so we've got to convince them to not destroy everything.
So you have to save the world by showing a goddess that's in your head a good time.
Well, I mean, not a good time. What it means to be here. What it means to be mortal. To be here. To be human, I guess.
I see. So... Okay. But showing this goddess in your head a good time would be a good way to help achieve that. And she kind of strokes the back of your neck.
I mean,
as you're stumbling, she starts nibbling on your neck a little bit.
Oh, and she once again kind of physically puts space in between the two of them. I just think I should tell you I have been doing a lot of thinking and doing a lot of thinking. And I thought you are a good person to tell, but I think there's someone that I care about a lot and that I really, 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 really like. And when this is hopefully all over, I would like to see them again and tell them my feelings for them.
I see. Well, I'm very, very happy for you, but they're not here tonight. Unless that's me.
Oh, I should have worded it better. It's someone that my order with Torm. It's someone from there. And she's not here tonight, but I'm sorry, but and she's trying to think of the right word, and she's kind of pausing. She's like, I just don't think I can, I don't think I can sleep or do anything with anyone else until I've talked with her.
Huh. No, I understand, but well, if you change your mind, then I'll be around most of the night. But for now, let's just share a drink.
It is really nice to see you. It's really nice.
It's nice to see you too. And she kind of like wraps in a hug around you.
And Les wraps her in a hug too. Do you need money? Is that what this is about? I can give you money if you need money.
It's fine. I did come up a little bit short, but it's okay. I can handle myself. And she ends the hug.
You know, if there's anything you need, you can always ask me.
Of course.
But we can have our drinks, and I'd love to hear everything that you've been doing since we've last seen each other.
Okay. And she begins talking and carrying on having a drink. Is there anything anybody else wants to do?
Except just laughing at some people's misery. No.
Drink and try to forget how awkward. Yeah, drink and try to forget how awkward things are currently.
As I can't control Salem.
Where is Salem? Where is Salem?
He was like a bouncer. It was like no.
No.
And then one of the ladies inside was like, no, he can come in.
Oh god.
You can control him now.
Would he fly or would he hop? That's the question.
Both.
Both.
Flies a little bit, lands. Like extended hop.
Yep.
Okay.
Living slick, sticky substances behind the mosquitoes.
Oh god.
I'm sorry. If we're gonna lean into it, we have to.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely we do. So, you're visited several times by a few more of the employees of this fine establishment. But the evening carries on, and if there's nothing else anybody wants to do, it would be about time for bed.
Food,
Shielding Florian's eyes.
Yeah. You're right, Gil. You seem to be very on edge this evening.
I'm good. Just never been in a place like this before. I think it's past the point of rolling. I think he's pretty drunk.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Lots of edges in here, I'm sure.
You're not making it any better, brother. You're not making it any better.
Enjoy yourself.
Are you sure you're okay? I think you drank a little too much.
I probably did. I cannot lie. I definitely did.
What time did you say the ship was tomorrow?
It's 6 a.m.
What's the time now?
So by the time you would have got everything all settled in and everything, and you've had your chats, and you've been spoken to a few times, it's getting on 11.
And it leaves at 6. So
Need to be there before.
I will take the room with the chains, I suppose.
Oh god.
Whatever suits your fancy.
Hey,
I'll,
you never know.
I'll stay in the corner here. Don't need to sleep anyway.
Okay, and Gil's just gonna stumble to the other room.
Amaric, as you walk down this way, you get a whistle from the tabaxi here, just like a stereotypical kind of wolf whistle.
I guess it's a cat.
Cat with
It gets cat called.
Yeah, exactly.
I sort of finger gun.
You finger gun.
Yeah, like, hey.
Well, he's going to see that as an invitation and come running up.
Oh dear.
I think maybe we should get Gil some water, and I'll head towards the bar.
Hello, you summoned
Hello.
me?
I was saying hello. You made yourself known.
Indeed, in a place like this, you give a signal like that, and especially when you're walking towards a room, no less.
That was cutting out for me.
Well, when you send a signal like that whilst you're walking towards a room, it normally only means one thing.
You know, I didn't think that far ahead.
Well, now that you have thought that far ahead, would you like some company?
What was that?
That'll be my mother laughing.
No, it's this Tabaxi down here watching the two drow.
She says hi.
Hello, Steps Mom.
Hello, stepmom.
What? Yeah.
Well, it's friendly enough you should say cat's mother.
Out of all the episodes she can walk in on.
Has to be the slutty one.
We're not doing anything bad.
Yet.
What?
Yet.
Of all the episodes you could walk in on, it's the slutty one.
Yeah.
Of all the episodes you could walk in on, it's the slutty one.
It's a slutty one.
Yeah.
And now Snap has to describe a brothel.
Go on, paint the picture, Snap.
Yes, it's in a brothel.
He's being hit on by a big cat man.
Tiger man.
Currently
Well,
being hit on by a big cat man.
Big black man.
Cat.
No, AJ is not there, ma'am.
No, going back.
So I've heard you say.
Oh, that's great.
I love this.
Okay, good night.
Black man.
Yeah, enjoy your black man then. Right, well, I completely lost my train of thought.
Well, the
You're being hit on by a big cat man.
Yeah.
who said, would you like some company?
Why did I hear Batman?
Man.
Well, we can.
Did someone play the computer shutting down sound now?
That's on me. Let me get that for you. Discord's lagging. My brain. Well, I know some friendly company, nice conversation, perhaps for a little while. But I do need to get up early.
And that's fine. We can make things quick. And he kind of gives you a big raised eyebrow.
I've never had a short conversation with someone as nice as yourself, I am sure.
Well, you can trust me on one thing. If I step through this door, we will be doing more than just conversing.
Oh, will we be sharing? I don't know. I quite like playing the lyre. It is a nice instrument.
He just, takes off his trousers, and he's standing there quite erect. Do you get the point now?
I certainly see the point, yes.
So, am I coming in?
I have someone.
Everybody has somebody, darling. They're not here now, I take it, unless it's that fox over there.
No, that is my friend and pet, Florian. He's nice.
Well, everybody in a brothel knows how to keep a secret.
I do not doubt that, but I do not wish to be, disloyal.
You're not being disloyal, it's just sex.
Well, I never entered a open relationship.
Who said anything about an open relationship, dear? This is just one night, me and you having some fun. I'll even give it you half price.
I'm not... No, sorry. But if you want to have a conversation, I am more than happy to do that.
I mean, sure, if you want to converse, it will still be 2 gold pieces. We can talk as much as you like.
You can leave it hanging out if you want, but...
Of course, anything you want, my boy, no problem at all. And he makes himself at home and he just kind of sits sprawled on the bed.
So I guess they're having a conversation.
And he's finished.
They are indeed having a conversation while he displays himself.
Yes.
Okay.
Covering Florian's eyes the whole time.
Fair enough. Does anybody else want to do anything else?
I'm good. I'm staying in my corner there.
Can I roll insight on Radiant right now? I just want to do a vibe check.
I mean, what's the vibe that you think you're getting? What are you in?
I think she's trying to see if there's anything wrong. Like, if there's something wrong that Radiant is being shy about. And she just wants to see if, like, there's anything bothering her.
Okay. Give me that insight check.
That's a 16.
Okay. So for the most part, you can see that she's just being genuine in what she's saying and everything. She seems to be, like, avoiding subjects about, like, what she's been doing up until now. But she's being truthful where she says she's just running a little bit short on money and she's just going back to what she knows.
Okay. And yeah, Les just kind of keeps talking to her casually, and Les is pretty open about sharing what's been going on up until now. But she's just trying to get a check on where she's at with anything bothering her.
Yep, no problem. Anybody else doing anything else?
I was just going to the bar to get water, and then...
Yeah. You, the bartender here, just... Hello.
Hi, could we get some water for over in the corner, please?
Do you need a mop and bucket?
No, drinking water.
Drinking water?
Yes.
You got it stuck in the back of your throat?
Les, like, leans over on the bar, like, does she?
No, my friend has had too much to drink and he needs to sober up.
Oh, okay, actual drinking water. Sure. And she gives you a few bottles of water.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
Everything alright over here, Les?
Radia, this is Rin, someone I'm traveling with in my party.
Try and hold in bottles. Nice to meet you. Shake the hand.
Nice to meet you too. I would. No, you're too young.
Maybe a little young for you.
Fevin's right. Gil's a bit, a bit sloshed, so you can bring in some water.
Did he get too uncomfortable being here and then drink himself?
Walking is like, yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sound like a family brothel night, let me tell you, fucking hell.
Things to do with your family. Take them to a brothel.
Do
Apparently.
what do I hear as I walk past? I assume the door is closed.
Yeah, it's closed.
Yeah. What do I hear, Hads, as I walk past?
Give me a perception check.
It's 15... 21.
21.
Yeah. So just Aymeric just telling stories.
Well, I don't know. Is Aymeric leading most of the stories, or is he?
What's going on, Snap?
I mean, yeah, they are just having conversation. He doesn't have his lyre.
Yeah.
So he's probably just like talking about just general things, like some stories here and there, like various interests and hobbies potentially. Making pleasant conversation with Radiant Stone here.
Whilst that's going on, Radiant Stone will interrupt every now and again and say, "So where's the strangest place you've ever done it? What's the largest man you've ever had inside you?" These sorts of things.
That man's just horny.
He's very, very horny.
Well, he's very comfortably answering those questions, I think.
That's right. Yeah, I just like carry on walking past, and then as I get to what was this one's name? Flair, wasn't it?
Flair, yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me, Miss Flair.
Yes, dear.
Cool. I'm not paying for that on the tab, just so you know. Just keep walking past. That's on his own coin.
She immediately goes to the bar.
Yeah. And I come back, and Skill gone to the room, has he?
Yeah, he kind of wobbled.
Water for him, or?
Sure.
And I'll come sit down in the corner.
Elves chilling in the corner there.
She just goes over here and like first kind of knocks like, "Are you good? I brought you some water." Well, Bryn did.
Snoring.
Yeah.
Not quite. He's kind of sat on the corner of the bed, kind of looking at the floor. Yeah, I'll take some. And he'll just as quickly as he down that wine, down some water.
You really shouldn't be drinking like this.
Yeah, I fucking really shouldn't, should I?
Why did you even drink so much? Was something on your mind?
Then he'll kind of look over to make sure the door is closed. And after he sees that, I'm guessing it is, right?
If it wasn't, she would just like see that she would close it herself.
Yeah. He's still kind of just looking at the ground, and he kind of says, it's fairly quiet when he says it, but he's just like, my dad's in Bearsburn.
I'm sorry, what?
My... He's not my dad. My birth father. He's in... I think I'm almost 90% sure he's in Bearsburn.
Do you want to meet him? Or
I don't know. I don't even remember his name. I don't even remember what he looks like. I don't know why I asked that stupid fucking book about him. And it told me he was there, and these gods are sick and twisted. And I feel like they're setting me up on a path to meet him, and I do not know what to do.
you know, it is okay to cry if you want to. I won't judge you.
He's not like sobbing or anything, but yeah, he is like tears are like spilling from his eyes.
Do you want to talk about it a bit more? Or you don't have to if you don't want to. Just
It genuinely takes him a minute to kind of come up with an answer. Probably just rubbing his palms into his head, like his elbows are on his knees, and he's just kind of sitting there for a minute. It's like,
sits closer and like puts her hand on his shoulder.
I think you should know. I don't think I ever really talked about this with anybody. And he'll kind of sit up a little bit, and it sounds weird, but he kind of starts to like. I imagine when he first got in, he kind of took his armor off and threw it into a corner or something. So he's just kind of in a shirt and pants, American pants. But then he'll kind of like pull his shirt off, and he'll just kind of hold his arms out, in front of him, so she can see. And I mean, she's seen it, sure, but like his body is covered in his scars, but his arms, his forearms in particular, are pretty heavily marked. And he kind of is just rubbing one hand over them as he talks. My father, he wasn't a good guy. My mom died like right after I was born, and he blamed me for it. If it wasn't for the good graces of some good local priests, I probably wouldn't have lived past 5 years old. My dad would drink a lot. That's why it kind of makes me upset that I got this far. And he just kind of gestures at his forearms again. I tried really hard to cover him up after I ran away. I took risks. I was stupid. I just tried to forget. And now here I am, and we're probably marching right back towards him. And like I said, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm going to recognize him if I see him. I don't know if I'm going to see a headstone. Just don't know.
She kind of stands up and tries to like hold your hands. She's like, you know, you're not like him if you're thinking about that. And I don't think you should be ashamed of all of those scars. They are the proof that all that you've been through made you stronger. And I don't care if you sometimes drink a little too much. I'm here to take care of you, just as you took care of me. And it's okay not knowing what to do. Like even I don't know what am I doing half the time. Whatever you choose to do, no, I will stand by you. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
And she kind of let go of the hands and like takes your face in. You know, it is okay to cry, but I like your face more when it's smiling.
Aww.
He'll wipe away whatever tears are in his eyes, and he'll do his best to give a genuine smile at that.
See, that's better.
Cool. Anybody else for anything else?
No.
No? Cool. In that case, the evening progresses, night goes on, and you all eventually find sleep.
Does this guy leave, or does he just
Oh,
stay?
no, he stays. He stays. In fact, Amaric, when you wake up, you find yourself being spooned. With,
Are his pants still off?
his pants are indeed still off, and there is either a pleasant or an unpleasant feeling, whichever way you want to take it, between your
It was
legs.
just fucking creepy, man. I don't.
Something's
what was
smoking.
that?
It's a feeling, all the same.
It is a feeling.
But yeah, he spooned you during the night.
Well, at least Emmerich sleeps clothed.
Yeah. I mean, the guy's really fucking horny, but he wouldn't have done anything against anybody's will. So, yeah. Once you wake up, he kind of just yawns, puts his pants back on, and just casually walks out the room. Goes and sits at the table.
Are you okay, Florian?
The fox is looking at you stunned.
Just traumatized, just like the 1,000-yard stare.
You and me both.
Cool. Yeah, everybody wakes up. Does anybody do anything? This person would have gone during the night. So with this person, she would have gone to sleep. The twins would definitely be off the stage by now. Flair would still be there. Natalia would have gone. The orc would have eventually left. Radia would have probably gone to here during the night.
I was gonna say, did her and Alessandra just spend the whole night at the bar?
That's what I was wondering. I was wondering if they did that.
I mean, yeah, they could have spent the whole night at the bar. Why the fuck not?
If the conversation never stopped, I think that's what would have happened. Is
Absolutely.
they just would have stayed talking.
Mm-hmm. One night won't make you take a check for exhaustion for one night.
It's like home.
8 in exhaustion levels. Name a better duo.
These spot the difference games are getting so hard.
Kate are nearly dying.
Yeah.
I like what I like. What can you say?
I'm on the edge.
Okay. Well, it's getting close to 6 a.m.
Yeah, so
I go.
get up and gather everyone there soon.
Yeah.
Big deep breath. Out the door.
Do you have a headache?
Most likely.
Yeah.
I'll head round towards the bar and
Yes, you need to settle your tab.
yes, please.
Natalia walks back out. So let me see, you had 2 rooms for the whole night, you had your booth for the night, you had some wine, some food. All in all, your tab comes to 6 gold.
Very good. Here's 20 for the hospitality.
I've misjudged you, little miss. I'm very sorry about that. You're very welcome here again anytime.
Nowhere in my wildest dreams did I expect a place like this to be Rin's natural habitat.
Brennan's just killing it right now.
A bit more upmarket than what she's used to, but it's, you know, the basics are there. Less baths, to be honest. Less baths. Not Little Fox, what's his name? Mark of Life should call it, never mind, it's gone now. Baths with benefits, that's what it should be called.
Baths with benefits.
Cool. Right, I think
You're very clean.
my friend will be down to sort out his
His tab.
price for the evening. You doing alright, Les?
Yeah, did someone buy something?
You don't want to know.
Normally there's less conversation, but
Excuse
We gotta
me,
go.
excuse me, sir. There was a gentleman that stayed with you the night that wasn't on the tab.
Enjoy that, Emmerich.
Yes, I did say we could have some conversation.
Excellent. It's Well, it was 2 gold that he wanted me to charge for his services.
He can have 4. He was a nice company.
Thank you very much. I shall give him the tip.
Would you say it was great?
You motherfucker.
It was pleasant.
Now, if we could only get back to the good old days of brothling where I used to be able to charge 20 or 30 gold. Jeez. Radia kind of, like, nods and agrees.
Oh god, what's happening here? Brothel crash here.
Les just like raises an eyebrow. Something wrong with the industry?
A little bit, yeah. There's been, let's just say, a marked decline of what we can offer for services in an establishment like this at the moment.
Is that laws that are coming up, or?
Well, yes. Yeah, some very strict laws coming out of High Rhyme. Queen Varia seems to be a lot more strict than recent.
And that's what happened, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be here at this place for a bit?
A little while. Yeah. I'll get back out when I can.
I'll try to send a letter to you at some point, but just let me know if there's anything we can do to help. You're my friend, and I care about you and how these things are affecting you. And I want to be able to help if I can. So, if you'll be here, maybe I can get a letter over and we can send back and forth to see if we can help each other.
Of course. Take care, and I hope I'll see you again soon.
I hope I see you too. It was really nice to see you. And she gives her like a little hug.
Yeah, she returns it. Yep.
And then just like shuffles out. I was like, well, that was a lot of fucking nice, vulnerable feelings for one evening.
Just as you get up and she like just breaks the hug, she gives you like just one more scratch on the back of the neck and like a wink and a sly little laugh. Like completely playing about, but she did it anyway.
Les just laughs as she leaves.
So, Les, who's your friend? Whole smirk.
We met, she is my friend, so everyone is aware. We met, man, I don't totally remember in the doc, but I think they met like a few years ago. We met a while ago, and I frequented an establishment. We saw each other, but then that stopped. That stopped a little bit ago, so it was just nice to catch up.
She'll walk over and whisper, "Don't worry, Callie won't hear any of this."
You know, it's fine if she does, because I'm open and honest about everything, and nothing happened.
Damn, I really thought I had something on you.
You need to try harder, darling, it seems.
Sadly for you, she is just my friend now. But your older sister did have to blow off steam a lot for a while.
Chad?
That's a bit more than I wanted to hear. Anyway.
Les is like, that one, that exchange.
Anyway, hey, little fox, how about this shit? Where are we going? Lead on.
Okay. And he'll lead everyone on towards the ship that he would know the name of.
Yeah, no worries. So you continue on the way back to the dockyard where
Moving quickly.
the same
Okay.
elven gentleman is busy ushering people onto a ship, and he says, Emmerich, party of 6, no problem at all. Here, I've already procured keys to your individual cabins. I'll have you know, each of you have your own cabin. Right this way.
Not bad.
Better than last time. Shit.
And here we go. You'll be on board the Water Serpent today, one of our fastest vessels.
Lovely name.
Do have a pleasant trip to Arcadia, won't you? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have other work to do. And he goes off.
Well, hopefully nothing bad will happen. There are lots of
Please don't.
stories.
Please don't jinx us.
Just kind of laughs at that.
Well, I was smited by a god once. I'm sure I could survive a second.
Don't go inviting stuff like that.
Yeah. That's tempting fate, darling. More than I did just now. We haven't angered the Kraken goddess yet, my friends, so we should be fine.
Okay.
It's inevitable for this group to piss her off at some point.
And you board the ship and start setting sail.
How is Salem in his frog form? How is he doing?
He is getting used to being a frog, but you kind of know that he would much rather be a Tressum again. He's...
Maybe when we get to Arcadia, I'll try to change your form.
That would be great. If we can see to that just as quickly as possible. Although, this form does have its perks, and he licks the back of his arm again.
Oh. This was supposed to help your addictions, one could say.
It's weaning. That's what they call it, weaning. I'm weaning myself, okay? And he takes another lick.
Sure you are. So why? I just made it worse. Do I get any response at that? Like, you just made this worse.
No, you don't get any response at all.
Sadness. I'll find my cabin and just hunker down.
Yep. So you get aboard the ship heading to Arcadia. If I have a look at the map, I got a funny feeling that you're at water for quite a long time this well. Let me see.
Wasn't
2,
like 6 days,
3,
huh?
4, 5. It is indeed 6 days to Arcadia. Yep.
And that's the faster ship.
And that's the faster ship. Yeah.
Well, sail away, people.
What's the month after the paw? Okay.
Sorry?
Right? What's the month? Because we'd be in the next month already, right?
Yeah, every month has 30 days. Yep.
Yeah, every month is 30 days. So we set sail in the morning of the 27th.
Yep. So you'd
So
be
we'd be getting there on the 3rd of the.
Fox.
Oh,
Pretty sure.
that's right.
cool. So yeah, whilst you're sailing, whilst you're sailing on one of the nights that you're kind of looking around and everything, you will see all the clouds kind of gathering in the sky and parting and just seeing like an ocean of stars. And on that same night, you'll see like the constellation of the Fox like glow up brightly as this like little blue spirit fox jumps down from the skies and just kind of makes itself known to all of you by just curling round your feet and everything and looking up before like shattering and dispersing into like several little blue glowing pigments.
This is one of my favorite changes of the month.
The curious fox. So, as I said, you're going to be at sea for, seeing as you're on the faster vessel, you can take another day off of that. So you're going to be on at sea for like 5 days or 4
Okay,
days.
so we'd be arriving on the 2nd,
Yeah,
1st,
second.
4 or 5 past.
Second.
Yeah, okay. The 2nd. Yeah, I sent you what Ina would be doing the entire time. Whenever she has free time and during the night.
Yep. Anybody else need to do anything else?
Maybe we do some training or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Les
I'm
would train Ren. Yeah.
I do that as well on some of the days.
I think Les grabs some stuff like for flower crowns in her bag and does that a little bit in her free time.
Aww.
Okay. So, yeah, whilst you're going around about your training, something will aspire. But first...
Lovely.
First...
Oh god.
What is happening?
Alright, what name is he gonna say? Whose turn is it?
We get
Just waiting.
to hear.
I
There it is.
fucking knew it. Fuck you. Oh, you motherfucker.
As you're kind of either in your... up on deck or in your cabin, take your pick.
I think he spends a lot of time just in his cabin.
In the
kind of
cabin
just
it is?
prepping. He's just kind of been prepping his, taking care of his bow and arrows and whatnot. Mulling things over. I hate this. I hate this so much.
And the first thing you hear in your voice before you kind of like look up and realise that Aldi is there is he says to you, "How's it going? How's it going, my boy?" And he just kind of gives you a knock on the shoulder with his fist.
I wish I could fucking tell you.
Well, we was in a rather fun-looking establishment not that long ago. What happened there? Didn't feel like you could perform, eh? And just kind of like knocks his elbow into you a couple of times.
I didn't want to. I had other stuff on my mind.
This whole thing is a little bit troubling for you, huh?
Yeah, you could say that.
So, what exactly are you afraid of?
Him.
Why? You know that you're not still a 13-year-old kid now, right? You know that you're a man yourself. You know that he's not going to look so big when you look at him. You're probably about the same height.
Don't say that. It's not that fucking simple.
Why?
I don't know what you're trying to get out of me, but I don't know how to answer that.
What, if you do see him again, how do you think he'll react?
Don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Well, if it's any constellation, that's not what I mean. No, consolation. Constellation's what happened on deck earlier. Consolation to you. I think you can handle it. You seem like a strong guy. Don't see what the big problem with one other mortal is.
I guess you wouldn't, would you?
This whole thing with mortals and parents, it seems more hassle than it's worth.
Maybe, but we don't really get much of a choice, do we? That's how we exist. I wouldn't be here if I didn't have actual parents.
Ah, yes, the whole birth thing. Yeah, I can see the dilemma in that. But you're only born from this person, right? You've got no other ties to them.
I want to say that I don't, but it goes so deep. Yeah, Gil's breathing is getting very heavy the more he thinks about this.
Aldio actually, like, sits down on the bed and kind of puts his arm around you a little bit. He's like, come on, man. You can handle this.
He was my father. He was supposed to protect me.
Mortals, I hear this supposed to so often. I mean, supposed to implies that you have to do something, right? But in the grand scheme of things, does anybody really have to do anything?
No, but they should.
What someone does, I suppose, is on them. What you do in return? Well, that's what's on you.
Look, I hear you, but I can't hear you right now. Parents are supposed to love their children unconditionally. And he didn't.
I see.
And I don't know what I'm supposed to do about it.
Well, you could always just sock him one.
Do you know if he's alive?
I can most certainly find out. Do you want to know? Really?
I still don't know.
Then it's probably better not to ask.
Look, I'm tired, alright?
Understandable.
Can I just...
By all means, sleep it off. I'll be around. And he goes.
I don't know if he hears it, but after, like, I think Gil would wait until after he disappears to just kind of mutter, like, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
And then would probably just, whenever this happens, he'd probably just end up going to bed.
Cool. Whilst somewhere else on the ship, when all is settled and quiet,
Huh. Ah.
Kiyomi, you have returned, or should I say Rin? Can anybody else hear Dorbs?
Right.
Ah, there we go.
Realised I'd muted. Yes, if you please.
Rin it is. Unfortunately, today's meeting is going to be a short one. For there's a lot going on at the Eastern Isles that people of each clan need to be mindful of. However, I have summoned you here today because, well, for two reasons. First, you wanted to know my name. I feel now is the time. My name is Kuruma.
Uama?
Kuruma.
Yeah. Then it is a pleasure to finally introduce myself properly to you. You said that you were part of my past. Also, are you a previous incarnation or something adjacent?
We are one and the same. It's very complicated to explain, and one which will take more time than I have now.
Okay.
However, the second reason that I wanted to bring you here was, even though you are not yet ready to accept your former name, you may be ready to accept an item that once belonged to you in the past.
Thank you. But it's... in terms of... I accept that maybe I was this person in a former life, when that was the name they went by, Kiyomi. But as you said, that person died. Or passed on, or whatever they were is now me. So, why do I need to accept something that I am no longer?
Well, by learning about ourselves, even our past selves, it does more to empower our current selves.
I can understand that, yes.
Especially those that are from the yokai tribe. You see, with the yokai tribe, not even death separates you from the clan.
Yes, I don't know if you were aware of our recent adventure to the island of Yokai.
I was. For a moment, it was good to be home.
Very interesting, although it seems to be my current future, or the place, the time we were was in the future.
Be mindful of that. However, I digress. Here, this once belonged to you. And it gives you a spear. The point at the top, the blade at the top, shaped into a fox's tail-like style blade. And then he says, there is one more thing before I leave. The mask.
I was going to bring that up in just a moment, but as Miss Ina asked me to ask you of its nature and who or what is trapped inside it.
As to exactly what is trapped inside it, I'm afraid at this moment I don't know. What I do know is that it is inherently chaotic and evil.
Right, okay.
The mask must never be released.
So basically it can't be destroyed because whatever is inside then gets out.
Indeed.
Okay.
You were once a shrine maiden. In your current form, there would be very little that you could do to prevent this. The stronger that you get, perhaps you will be able to help.
Then I will try to become stronger.
I do hope your old weapon helps you do so. Now, I must be returning. As I say, the Yokai clan, and indeed all the clans of the Isles, are not in the best way at the moment.
What is happening?
War has returned.
Right, okay. It's the monk we met in our journey mentioned that in his time the war was over.
And for a while it was.
Right.
Whilst the heroes of the gem were in the Eastern Isles. Once they left, however, war returned.
Okay.
Now, I must be going.
Oh. Thank you. How do you pronounce your name again? Sorry?
Kuruma.
Kuruma.
Hmm.
Then thank you, Kuruma. I look forward to speaking to you again.
Indeed. And with that, he is gone.
I'll have to read through this.
Awesome. I'm going to roll for one more.
Oh.
Are you dead?
Okay. So yeah, the days pass, and you find yourselves in Arcadia.
Yeah.
Like to mention, each day I was spent praying as well.
Excellent. Yeah. So training, praying. Ina sent me what they were doing. That's fine. Kish, were you doing anything specifically?
Not really. She was mainly looking after
After
whatever
Gil?
they were
Yeah.
doing and just sometimes staring at the sky.
Okay. So yeah, you find yourselves in Arcadia.
Saka.
I am here, just ready.
Yeah, I'm just like, when are we gonna see them? Where are they? I know they're here. I can sense it.
Where's the girls? Come on.
I guess no.
No.
I did nothing. Anyway, you get to the port of Arcadia. What do you do?
City
Get
is
some
lovely and lively as ever. What's the time?
So you would arrive at Arcadia probably about 8 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So bright and early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I think we said the third of the
Third.
or second.
Second. You would have got there on the
Fog.
second because you got a fast ship. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
second. Well, do we need anything?
Do we have time to get anything?
Running pretty close to our deadline, yeah.
We have
Look at the map.
7 days.
Well, that's plenty of time. I'll look at the map. And how long is it to Bearsburn by a cart?
So you are currently in Arcadia, which is... Oh, I've got the wrong map. That's a flying hex. There we are. We want the mounted hex.
I have to go, my friends. Thank you very much.
Okie dokie.
Thank you for the
Speak to you
weapon.
later. Not a problem.
Okay.
I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
See you
ya.
later.
Bye.
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 So Arcadia is this coast here,
Mm-hmm. And we need to.
and Bearsburn is here.
So like a day.
So like a day.
So we'd get there in the evening, maybe, or is it 24 hours?
Yeah, it would be 24 hours.
Okay. I guess we would also maybe like stop for the night or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean it's a day ride. If we stop by for the night. If nothing, then let's go.
I cannot think of anything.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I don't think Les finds it necessary for what she's thinking.
Right. I guess we go find the way out the city.
Okay. Are you literally just booking it through the city as quickly as possible?
I mean, I would say we're running, but walking.
But you're getting through quickly. That's fine. No
Yeah.
problem at all. Okay, cool. Either two of you can give me a perception check or one of you at advantage. Up to you.
I'll
Gil's
roll
pretty
if you
on
want to.
edge. I was gonna say, Gil's probably looking around.
Alright, I'm testing out my new eye.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good though. 23.
17.
17 and 23. Okay.
Of
So
course it's 17.
yeah. What? Of course it's 17. What?
Yeah,
That's her number.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So you're booking it through the marketplace as quickly as possible. You don't see the two adventurers that you thought you would. However, both of you get a really odd feeling that something or someone is following you.
I look at Gil, like give him a look. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what else to do other than say Gil's just he's got his hand on his short sword, basically, as they're walking through the town.
Okay.
Ina kind of, as she was getting distracted, like as we're going through the market stalls, just kind of falls back to the back of the group. And let's see if the feeling continues.
Yeah, so all the time when you're going through the market and everything, like that feeling persists. It's constant, and it doesn't actually end until you get out of the market area of Arcadia, and I assume get back on your cart.
What would you have me roll to suss out what it is? me and Gil roll. Zena would like suddenly look if someone's trailing.
Yeah, I mean, I think Gil would be like looking down back alleys, like he'd be keeping a more persistent eye out for suspiciousness.
Okay. What's your passive perceptions?
21.
Oh fucking no, man. 16.
Alert feet, motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Somebody has to have it in a campaign.
Absolutely. So,
Or observant, or whatever it is.
yeah, so Gil, with your 21, you definitely know that it's a someone, not a something, but you just cannot locate them.
Gods.
I mean, could be. It's that
Why
sort
would it
of
be just the
weird,
market?
oddly feeling, but yeah, it's probably not gods because they'll just contact you in your head. But it could be another one, a different one. Who knows? It's that odd
Ghetto.
feeling.
No, not her.
Can you tell that it's one person or if it's multiple people?
You're pretty confident that it's just one person.
Hello, Rala.
You say your hello. You don't get anything back, but you definitely say your hello.
My girl.
Thanks, Kate, for that insight.
It could very well be.
Credit where it's due.
Well,
I mean, there's really nothing else for it other than to continue on.
we're like in a little bit of a hurry.
Other things quickly take over Gil's mind.
Cool.
So yeah, continue on.
So yeah, you continue on and you begin back on your travellings again. We have one camp stop on the way before you reach Bearsburn. So
To the stop we go.
indeed.
Ina's like making sure whenever she has Salem like on her shoulder that she has layers there to stop whatever
up
the fuck he's secreting.
The slime.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't want to get high again. Not this soon.
What was that? It's a small cart. What about you getting high?
Nothing, darling. Just talking to Salem. Keep on driving.
I don't believe you, but I'll still do it anyway.
Mother can have her secrets, can't she?
I have a lot of them.
Okay. So just yeah. Just because this part is quite story driven, you do end up at the campsite.
Talk, bitches.
No. You don't necessarily need to talk.
Anything but that.
Yeah. You may talk if you wish to. But all I really need to know is who's staying up for the night and who's having a watch, if
I
anybody.
don't need to sleep,
I-
so Ina volunteers.
Probably watch.
Yeah, I think Les does too.
That brings me,
Well, that's
darlings.
2 people do 2-hour watches each, and then Ina takes the rest.
Darlings, I need you all to sit down for a moment, please. And you can see, like, as soon as the talk of watches started, she grew serious in the moment, like as if she snapped to serious mode from whatever she was doing. Actually, over the days, you would guys see her kind of play with this like shadowy magic as if she was creating something. She kind of stopped that. And bring all of you there in a line.
Hey, I
Look,
left
there's
that
one
space.
long log. We're gonna sit on it.
I was
Can't
going to
move
sit
Salem
there,
out of the
but
way. I
I'm
can't
not
move
getting
Salem.
between Gil and Kish.
Can't move Salem out of the way, Hats.
Oh, fuck's
It's fine,
sakes.
she
Okay, hang on.
You can chill there.
There we go.
Thank you.
Okay, now I'd sit there.
He's like there in a bucket because he can't really dry out.
Now we'll do it, yay.
So since we are getting to a more and like, is the wooded area already around us?
Mhm,
How do you know?
mhm.
Yeah. And I've been told to shoulder some things, and she looks at Les. She says that.
Les is just
Yes.
like, uh-huh.
There's some things that you should know, and I hope Salem here will help me at some point. Until we get to a more lived-in area, I will be taking the watches throughout the night. Before you say anything, I no longer have to sleep. Call it patron's help. And I do believe that it is because of what could be in the woods. I did mention that there is someone after me. Something. And I want you to know that when you live a life like me, you make a lot of enemies. Especially from the Winter Court. And they have made sure to send their best after me. And she's kind of like looking into nothingness as she's talking. This is how it looks. And you see like through minor image and conjuration of like this very lanky, spindly looking thing with a white deer skull. Basically when they go, just kind of begin to stare at you. She tells Salem like help in her mind.
Yes, it's a vile creature that has caused a lot of pain over the years. You see, Ina once had children. Biological children. And I use the word had intentionally.
Sharing a bit more their friend than I would have, but yes.
Are you
I guess.
okay?
No. It's been over 1,000 years and I still want nothing more than to crush his skull into tiny pieces because of what he did. But he is free now. He was imprisoned. And now I think you will understand why I need to keep the watches and why we all need to stick together, because he loves this type of hunting ground. He loves this type of prey that you all are. And trust me, you will lose. There is no debating it. There's no maybe. You will die if he tries to hunt you down, and I am not there.
Okay. And you'll just kind of go up and... I'm guessing Ina's sitting down, right? Or is she standing while she's saying this? If she's sitting on a log, he'll just kind of kneel down and just give her a hug.
Yeah, she just kind of nods. I can feel that the time in Bearsburn will not be a happy one by any means. But I thought you should know.
You're looking out for us. I trust you.
What do you need, Mom, right now? What do you need?
What can we do?
I need you to promise me what you did before. Do not follow a voice into the night. If you smell death, run. And if we encounter him, kind of looks at the projection that's still there, you run. You leave me behind, and you run. You take Salem to guide you if he is around. Last time it didn't end well for him. She kind of gently nudges the bucket. But you need to just promise me you will run and not look behind, no matter what you hear. No matter what he will say. He cannot be killed. He can only be chained. Promise me, all of you.
That sounds lonely, Mom. And Les kind of starts to walk up just a little closer.
It's the hand I've been dealt. And normally Matthias is there with me. Isn't now, so I have to take care of it on my own.
That sounds lonely and heavy.
Do you have to take care of it alone?
Yes. You do not understand what he can do. He finds this whole thing just as a game. He slaughtered everyone around us there. Hundreds of people. Just to lure me out, play with me. And then I returned and...
And we will probably never understand. We'll never get it. And she gets a little closer. But that still just sounds really lonely and really, really heavy.
As I see what you're trying, and I appreciate it, please, you be the first to promise me you will run. I already lost a daughter because she tried to protect her siblings. I can't do it again. Good night.
And good night.
Unless just looks at Ina for a second. Okay. I promise. I promise that I'll run. And that I won't do all of the stupid things that will run through my head of the things that I could do. But that just doesn't change. This all sounds really lonely and really, really heavy. The kind of stuff that... What was it Gil said when we were talking to the gods? The kind of stuff that brings you to an early grave. It just sounds so heavy.
Survived for nearly 1,300 years. Oh,
Well, why don't we make the next however many years a little bit easier on you?
she just gives a half smile, but she doesn't know what to say anymore.
Les just kind of brings her in to hold her. And just kind of like whispers in her ear. Sounds really hard. It sounds like you haven't talked about it ever.
Remember the anchor I mentioned to you?
Hmm?
It's still there, and I want to make him regret ever being brought to life. I've been burning so long that I'm near.
Yeah. Sometimes we just need to rest. And resting.
You're not lulling her to sleep, man.
Nothing will get her to sleep.
And she just says, resting isn't easy. And no one will make you do anything. But sometimes it's necessary.
I suppose so. Unless you feel like a little boop on the side of your head as you see a tiny spectre of a fairy next to you.
Look, I'm already taking one weight off of you.
Nina just kind of reaches her hand and smiles as you can clearly see the like a crescent moon symbol, the fairy's wings. And she kind of lets her fly up, fly around, just look at you all. Well, I said what I needed to say. And thank you, Salem, for saying more than I wanted.
I thought that's where you was going with the conversation, so sue me. And, well, let's be honest, it needed to be said sooner or later anyway.
I suddenly am in a mood for some roasted frog legs.
No.
Gil reaches for his bow,
Well,
like
you heard,
unslings it.
you heard the lady, and she starts to grab Salem.
But she does like carefully go and tap Salem on the head, like as if he was a cat, you would pet him.
But right now he's kind of slimy, so
Kind of slimy.
Emmerich goes in to hug her. Says, I am so sorry you had to go through that, and if there's anything we can do, anything at all, please tell us.
I will, my darling. Already took the first step.
Yes, you took the first step willingly, of your own accord.
Back to Feywild.
Well, poof, I guess.
thanks for telling us, Mom.
Extra time in rehab.
I'm certainly fucking exhausted.
Go to sleep, darlings. It's gonna be a hard day.
So when I can't sleep, do I have to sneak out so you don't see, like when we were younger, or how does that work?
Everybody heard you, Les. Everybody heard you.
You know. Well, no one's answered my question.
Sometimes cats are noisy, like the other night.
No. No.
But accurate. I think that's the last quip that Gil's gonna get, and he's genuinely gonna go snag attack.
Just if you can't see, just stay by the firelight. I can see you.
Okay. That sounds fair.
Bring Thorian over and plop him down next to Ina.
Aw. Yeah, she pets him. I didn't describe it, but obviously she is ice cold to the touch currently. You can kind of see her reach out her hand towards the fire and kind of steam rises. And she picks up a stone, just kind of holds it and crushes it as she's still looking at the projection there. And then it disappears. And then in her mind, she's like, to Kiresh, well, that's emotions for you here right now. And she just doesn't say anything for the rest of the night.
Okay. What does everybody else do then? I mean, Gil's already gone to bed. Rin isn't here, but Rin will go to bed. There we go.
Les is out here making flower crowns right now, once again.
It's a thing now.
Making them. And just thinking. I don't think she's talking to Timpala right now, but I think she's thinking about, seeing Rady again, and then just thinking about Timpala.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Kish, Amrit.
We're just both waiting.
Stunned into silence.
She's scribbling something down for a bit in her diary. And she would kind of wait for a bit if the others are gonna go to sleep
Mm-hmm.
or not.
It looks like, well, people are playing the who's going to go to sleep first game, all apart from Gil and Rin anyway.
Who's getting out of the car?
Yeah, alright. Les will make her crown and then give Ina a kiss on the head goodnight and then say goodnight to everyone. And then go to sleep.
Kish, Emmerich. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he stays out there a little while longer and eventually goes to bed, gives Ina a hug, good night, like a bit of a longer hug, and makes sure Florian stays with her.
No.
And then makes his way to bed and has a prayer and meditation before going to sleep.
Mm-hmm. So Kish then.
Kish would just look like, yeah, everyone's gone to sleep now. So she would slowly go to Ina. And I guess she can go over here. And she would just say, I keep my promises, but I want you to promise me something too.
What is it, love?
I may not know how dangerous the monster is, but please, do not sacrifice yourself because of us. I almost lost practically half of my family. I don't want to feel like that ever again. Please, follow yourself as much as we value.
Aww.
Oh. She just thinks for a moment. I wish I could promise you that, darling. I wish I could promise you I'll keep myself safe, but
Please promise me you will try.
I promise. Yeah.
Yeah. And she gives you a big hug.
She smiles and now, you know what I'm gonna say.
You have a good night too. And
So she gives Kish a kiss on the cheek before she goes.
She just kind of nods at her back and goes to sleep. She would go probably over here.
No, not the girl.
I was waiting to see. See. Maybe she just wants to give Gil his space because he's been.
True.
Yeah.
He's fucking been through the ringer.
Yeah. Cool. So
I resummoned Salem, by the way, like the moment people are gone. I resummoned him.
Okie dokie.
You need to learn when to stop talking, darling. Sorry.
Well, it's one of those things, I guess. So a bit of time passes. And And if you can give me a perception check. We're talking about like 2 or 3 hours past now.
Or dirty 20.
Okay, so that strange feeling that you was getting, you get it again
Oh my god.
from this direction.
Which direction? I'm
Which-
zoomed in, so I didn't see.
Sorry, this direction.
And
Oh.
yeah, direction. Deja vu! Or Shadow Knights about to appear?
Stabbing through the tents?
She kind of shoos Florian to hide here. Or like go to Little Fox's tent and kind of go there, I guess. She'll go and take a look.
Okay. As you look into the distance, you can see. What was the roll again?
20, 30.
Dirty 20, yeah. You can definitely see the outlines of like a shadowy figure.
Oh my fucking god. Salem? In my mind. Keep an eye. And she takes out her. Actually, yeah, she summons her shadow blade and carefully goes to investigate.
Cool. As you approach this area a little bit more here, you see this person.
Huh? No! No way!
Oh man.
Hi there! Good evening.
I'm so sorry, my lady. I did not want to interrupt you, and you seem to have a very important talk right now, and I just.
Slow down.
If you
Slow
want,
down,
we can
darling.
talk later.
Slow down. What?
Well, don't need to scream now at this.
So you see this green tiefling here. He's quite meek, and in front of Ina he's bowing his head, trying not to look her in the eyes. And when she said he should slow down, he stopped immediately, just freezing. And trying to find his line of thoughts, and just...
Come on, darling. Deep breaths. Okay. Wanna sit down by the fire?
I am very indebted to you and your companions.
May I ask?
I have looked. I have been looking for you for like over almost 2 fortnights, and I must say that I'm very glad to see you here. I did not expect you to be in the area, but there was a very urgent matter that I wanted to talk to you about before I got spawned out of the dimension you saved me from.
Oh. You mean? Come on, darling. Let's sit by the fire.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out this thing.
I'll just leave your token for now. There we go.
Yeah.
So
he
now.
sits down and takes deep breaths. Yes, it's the pocket dimension. You fought the golems in.
Yeah, that one. Okay.
I was freed from there with the other creatures inside.
Mm-hmm. May I ask your name?
Oh, very unpolite of me. My name is Aoi.
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 Aoi. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What?
I was imprisoned there for thanks to a misunderstanding. Let's say that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I tried to find my way out of it, and I did not manage to get out of there before you managed to save me and the others.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad we could help. You managed to catch me at a very awkward time. Let me tell you.
Yes, I did not want to. I did not want to interrupt you. This is why I stayed at a distance.
That's fine, darling.
And we can't wait for another day to discuss urgent matters if this is what you need. If you need time.
Well, if there are urgent matters, they should be discussed urgently, right?
That is true. I have the person I was imprisoned instead of. He is a dangerous person.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard of this prophecy that all humanity needs to be eradicated.
Mm-hmm.
And the person I was supposed to be, well, I was imprisoned instead of, he is helping the gods, or is trying to help the gods to achieve this goal in some way or another. And I wanted to find someone who is indeed capable of stopping this and eventually maybe helping me with this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This is my head currently just being like, what the fuck? What, like, tell me everything that you can about this. About this man's prophecy. Like, what is happening here currently? Because we are on another mission, you see, to do with the gods.
Is that so?
Mm-hmm.
What is the mission about?
Showing them humanity to stop them from killing us.
So you are
hopefully
trying to stop gods already.
Mm-hmm.
You see him sitting there, kind of deep in thought, trying to wrap his head around this information.
Yeah, and her head is like...
Yeah, he's trying to figure out, what fate is like right now, because he was trying to do exactly this.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose, if I may ask, can I join you in this? Because this is what I am trying to do too.
I personally don't see why not. Obviously, there's more than just me, but we can talk with them in the morning.
Sounds right. I can wait. I can wait. Sounds good.
How did she even find us here?
Oh, it was quite a coincidence. I saw you walking through the city.
So that was you! She does not sound like angry or anything. She's like, ah! And now it clicked.
She does get a little bit nervous, but yes, if I made you if I made you uncomfortable, or
darling,
as I said, I
breathe. It's fine. Okay. She's in mum mode. basically.
Yeah. Yeah, but he does breathe. He does sit there, takes a while, and just tries to listen to the night. And
By the way, this is Salem. They show the frog.
his head the frog. Oh,
Normally a cat, but he was misbehaving.
does she treat you well?
She treats me well most of the time, yes. Most of the time.
You have tolerated me for 1,304 Salem. You'll manage.
Well, quite clearly then I'll manage.
I'm sure you two will get along.
Indeed.
I'm sure.
And then I guess idle chit chat. I don't know. Ina's just kind of there, like, huh?
Not that. He just sits here and listens to you with quite thoughtful look while you banter together. Quite amused also.
Cool. Yeah, you have your idle chit chat until the morning. Les, we don't need to do a check to see if you're exhausted because you actually went to sleep, I imagine. Yep. Cool.
Finally.
Yes.
Les did
Someone
finally sleep.
here.
Until the morning happens and people start waking up.
Get ready, there might be a bit of a ruckus.
I am used to ruckus.
Morning, darlings. Got a new friend here.
What? And she's like rubbing it. Didn't you say to not talk to anyone?
That's for you, not for me.
I genuinely think Gil would see this and see this person and just kind of turn around and just start packing up his tent.
Aoi does stand up respectfully and nods to them all. And says good morning.
Good.
Hello?
Good morning.
We have not
I'm gonna let
met.
you explain this.
We have not. I am Aoi. I've been looking for you for quite some time. And as I said, as I told my lady here, she
Talk to my lady, please.
You're a lady.
Lady?
Oh,
Was
what should I call you then?
just Ina. Okay?
As I told Ina here, I'm indebted to you all because you managed to help me out of the dimension that I was stuck in. And I was also looking for you because I saw how you fought and that you were capable, and maybe you could also help me with my endeavor of stopping the gods from destroying humanity.
Same quest we are on, darlings.
Oh, so you're on that. You're on that too. Awesome.
Yes. I could not, for reasons, I could not follow my goals, but now I'm free and I can. And quite to my surprise, you already are on this quest, so I'm quite happy with that. Please.
If anyone is stopping gods, it is us, I suppose.
What is all this noise about?
Got a new friend.
Hello?
Good morning. I repeat everything again. I'm not gonna everything again.
Oh, so you were also trapped in the necklace.
Yes. I saw you fighting the golems and talked to the fairy. And save your family, I am guessing. Which was also part of why I chose you to help me.
Really? Well,
Yes.
welcome to the group, I guess.
Thank you. I'm very honored.
It is my pleasure.
Told you it'd fit right in.
Can you hold your own in a fight?
That's Alessandra, by the way, my daughter.
This is a good question. I have never tried to.
Wow, great. So we'll start the next time we can pause. Awesome. Great.
Well,
Love
I am
that.
happy to teach what I can.
What are you going to teach me?
I'm really good at punching things.
Yeah. In a very fancy way.
Aoi takes a long look at little fox. Quite,
You.
quite like trying to figure out his whole shtick.
I manipulate the energy, the spiritual energy of my body and others.
Curious. You are touched by.
Don't mind me, I'm dying here in the corner.
Yeah. Please, don't die. Well, I will be honored to learn from all of you.
What?
And if you're wondering why I'm blue, that is my father.
But I'm not wondering why I'm green, so I won't wonder why you are blue.
You'd be surprised how many people ask him.
I am surprised. Is it a weird thing to be blue?
I do not think it is weird, but I am blue, so.
It is a pleasing color.
Emeric, by the way.
Yeah, I'd introduce everyone.
And this is Florian.
Florian.
Mhm.
Hello, little fellow.
Kind of perks his ear. Yeah, he perks his ear up, as you say.
Avi pats his head.
I think he recoils a little bit because it's a stranger.
Aww.
Gil's just been going around the whole time, just packing up tents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who are you? Oh, he's just back. Okay, he's in the back.
Okay.
He doesn't want to be bothered. Alright.
That's Gil,
Gil.
my second son.
Gil is Gil.
And
Come on,
he's
America.
Gil. He says a little bit louder for him to hear in the back.
He's got a lot on his mind right now.
Understandable.
Since Rin is still not awake, Anina goes and looks if Rin is an icicle.
No, Rin.
No, okay, he's just
Rin
unconscious.
looks yeah, Rin is just unconscious. Exactly that. Obviously needed a lot of sleep.
Well, I hope this one wakes up eventually.
It's better than her being a block of ice.
Is that something that happens often?
Somewhat. You get used to it.
Does not sound good.
Do a lot.
Maybe you need to check that out.
Okay.
Cool. So does anybody else want to do anything else?
Statue, gate, cart.
Statue, yeet, cart. Exactly that.
Yeah, Les is just checking out any sus vibes because a new person has entered the arena.
This is
I'm
the second new
I
person.
did not already like try to suss out if I'm legit like a good character.
Did you
Like,
sniff him for poison?
or poison your food? No. I've been failing for a day. Or a night.
Fun times. Nothing special from Ina.
Okay.
Just one thing, but I'll message it to you, Hat, and you, Ellie.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so you all get in the car and I assume start heading the last little length of the journey to Bearsburn.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
If Kish isn't up front with Little Fox, then Les is sitting up front with Little Fox on the last leg of the journey. But
Little
only if...
Little Fox?
Okay.
Wrong one.
I mean, I can be up front.
Wrong one. Gil.
Wrong brother, hold on.
My bad. If Kish
Wrong
isn't up with...
white-haired guy.
It's like
Yeah.
they both have white hair.
So similar.
It's like, you know, when your mom is like running down the list of you and all your siblings.
Again, I've been called Danielle. My sister who lives hundreds of miles away from me. Multiple times. I've been Jason, I've been TJ, I've been Danielle when I've been the only child in the room with her.
Yep. Like, Darren, Ryan, fuck Kate.
Fuck Kate. Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
the only girl. But you all know what I mean. If Kish doesn't sit up with Gil, then Les would sit with Gil on the last track, or the last part.
Okay. So who's up front with Gil then?
Ball's in your court. Muffy, your choice.
Yeah, I did it so the ball would not be in my court.
I mean, can Kish like tell if like Les wants to like sit next to him, or like is it just like purely based on her?
Purely based on what Kish wants. Purely.
I guess she would probably go sit next to Gil.
There we are.
And that's how we stop cock blocking everyone.
Okay, so Gil and Kish is up front. Everybody else is in the car. And that's where we'll end tonight's game.
Wow.
Awesome.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Welcome to the gang, Ellie.
Thank you. I was
Okay.
literally